Hey guys, I want to show you the new Omega Speedmaster Professional. I have the Hesalite model here in front of me. The biggest change, as you can see, is going to be the bracelet. So the bracelet now tapers from 20 millimeters down to 15 millimeters at the clasp. So that's a very welcome change. There used to be no taper whatsoever. This is the Hesalite model, and one interesting thing to note is that they actually bumped down the thinness of the watch. So the Hesalite model used to be 14.3 mil thick, and it's now 13.6. And the sapphire model used to be 13.7, and now it's about 13.2 mil thick. So that's a very welcome change. The watch is going to wear much lighter on the wrist, and much thinner as well. If you guys remember the Omega Speedmaster Reduced, this bracelet kind of reminds me a little bit of that, almost like a Jubilee style bracelet, and just very light, very thin, and very comfortable to wear day to day on the wrist. You can see there's kind of a step dial there as well, which just adds a little bit more visual interest to the dial. You can see I have the sapphire model here on my wrist, and you can see it wears very light, very balanced. I have a 6.5-inch wrist, so it looks very nice. It has those polished inner links on the sapphire model, whereas it's all brushed on the Hesalite model. And here's the display case back showcasing the new caliber 3861, which is a master coaxial. It's going to be very accurate. It's going to be 0 to +5 seconds a day, and then the power reserve is going to be about 50 hours, whereas 48 hours on the outgoing model. So some very nice, welcome technical changes to the watch as well. And it's all those little details that matter to us watch enthusiasts. There's some other cool changes as well. There's the applied logo on the Hesalite model. I'm sorry, on the sapphire model, and then also the dot over 90. And you can see the previous model here next to the newer model. And you can see, the previous model was significantly bulkier just due to the bracelet and then the added thickness as well. Just wore like a much heavier watch on the wrist. And, it's just a totally different feel. So I think this new model is very refined, and it's a huge step for Omega, a huge update, and I think they really did this one right. It's got the vintage, nods, and it's got all those subtleties that vintage and Omega or Speedmaster enthusiasts will really enjoy and really appreciate. And at the end of the day, this hobby is all about the details, and I think Omega really did a great job on this iteration. So you can see the two variations here side by side, the sapphire on the left and then the Hesalite on the right. And my Speedmaster that I had on my wrist at the time as well. So, I think it's a great watch. I think that enthusiasts will be really happy with this one. The Hesalite model is now retailing for $6,300. It used to be about $5,300, and the Sapphire Sandwich is now retailing for $7,150. So there is about $1,000 premium over the previous generation, which I think is justified, considering all the technical advances, as well as the thinner profile, and then also the thinner bracelet and tapered bracelet. And it just wears a lot better versus the outgoing model. So I think the premium is definitely justified. And I think the Speedmaster enthusiasts will really appreciate this watch. So let me know what you guys think of this new model. Just want to give you a quick look, and let me know if you have any questions. Take care.